One of the other sort of really kind of baffling bits of business in 316 was the scene where Jack went to go visit his grandfather. When I first watched the episode, it was like, why are they giving us this scene? It's so random. But then I started watching it again.
And then you got a theory, didn't you?
Then I got a theory. I got a theory. Jack's grandpa is not Jack's grandpa.
What?
Jack's grandpa is Jack.
This is ridiculous.
What did we see at the end of the episode? Jack went back in time to the Dharma past, about 30 years in the past. So is this Jack all grown up from the point that he goes back in time to the Dharma past?
Whoa, this is heavy.
Ms. Hawking and the lamppost, were you satisfied with what you saw?
You know, Dan, love has died.
What? Do you have a crush on her?
I have a big crush on the older version.
Explain that crush.
No.
No, okay. But you guys were so like Harold and Maude.
My problem with her in 316 was that she was just way too arch.
Stop looking for where the island was supposed to be and start looking for where it was going to be.
I love the freaky stuff on Lost. I love the weird stuff. But if I'm listening to this and rolling my eyes, I think that maybe there's a problem.
Oh, stop thinking how ridiculous it is.
Okay, but what about the lamppost?
The whole place interests me from an architectural perspective. You know, I love the idea of the church on top, and then you have this science slab on the bottom, traditional faith on the surface, but down below you have this weird, mystical, pseudoscience, maybe occult vibe. It's located on a pocket of unique electromagnetic energy, just like the island. I thought that was a really interesting kind of like revelation, if we are to believe this. There are places like the island all over the world, and they're connected somehow through lines of energy, and some places are more powerful than others, and it sounds like the island is the most powerful place of all.
Right, and were we supposed to read into that Australia where Rose and Bernard went, was that one of those sort of mystical places? Was that exactly what we were supposed to?
Absolutely, okay. I love that idea too. The faith healer lived and worked in the shadow of this giant monument, this natural structure called Ares Rock. A lot of sort of New Age types believe that that's sort of a source of great mystical energy, not unlike the island. It'll be interesting to see if this is sort of like misdirection. Is this legit? Or is there another explanation altogether?
Do we trust in Miss Hawking?
That's right.
Why should we? Would it be nice to get a character on the show that said, guys, you can totally believe this. I know, Ben, don't believe him. Miss Hawking, don't believe her. This is totally the truth.
This season in Lost, we are dealing with people who are giving us information that we don't know if we can trust them.
These people, they're just using us.
We're dealing with Miss Hawking.
Let's pay attention, yes?
We're dealing with Daniel Faraday.
You really do not have time for me to try to explain.
And we're dealing with Ben.
He's dead, isn't he?
I'll see you in 6 hours, Jack.
And Widmore.
You're getting yourself involved in something that goes back many, many years.
These are people behind the curtain pulling strings.
They're pulling strings, they're giving us information, and are they telling us the truth?
I guess we'll never know.
There is a crisis of epistemology on the show.
Oh my God,
How do we know what we know?
Right.
And can we trust in it?
I don't know.
I don't know what epistemology means.